In 2012, I went to South Africa for the first time on a short-term mission trip sponsored by my local church. The following year, in looking at the needs that the community really had, we sponsored a garden there in order for the community to provide for themselves. A few months later, I returned to South Africa and was really excited to see how the garden had progressed, how many people they were feeding, and was just really excited to see that work. Unfortunately, as I stood above that garden, it was dry, the plants were not growing, and it had just not gotten off the ground. At that moment, I felt a very deep sense that I had two choices. I could go back home and act like this never happened and forget the uncomfortable feeling I had within me, or I could do something, and I chose to do something. Living even just a few minutes outside of town can make it difficult to have access to clean water for drinking and bathing, but watering a garden is almost impossible. We saw that there was a bigger need, and that need was water. During my initial research for a solution to this water problem, the scripture Proverbs 28 really stuck out to me. The righteous are as bold as a lion. And from that, 28 Bold was born. 28 Bold is a 501c3 approved nonprofit dedicated to providing water relief on the continent of Africa in partnership with local church so that they can use these water relief efforts as an outreach to their community. We're humbled and amazed at what God has already done through 28 Bold in the country of South Africa. I don't know everything that God has in store for 28 Bold, but this I do know. We are going to Zambia next to do at least 4 wells. And then we're also planning for Mozambique and Madagascar. In doing this, 28 Bold is committed to 2 main things. The first one is that we employ local well drillers. This not only puts money into their economy, but it also provides jobs and dignity for the local community. The biggest thing, though, is that we are committed to the local church. These wells are drilled on church property, giving the church not only an opportunity to provide clean water to their community, but using it as a resource to spread the gospel. We don't want to just provide clean water, we want people to meet Jesus. The average well in Africa costs about $6,000. 28 Bold has been able to provide clean water to so many because people have given. 3 billion people still do not have access to clean water, so our work is just getting started.